Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to Home Selling Tips. In today's episode, you'll learn about selling a home secrets with 8 tips only pros know. My name is Andrew Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you. Okay team, so let's talk about this. If you're out there right now and you're considering the best time of the year to put your home on the market, when is it? If you're looking at what you can do to get the best price possible for your home, what do? What are the things that you should be aware of and the way that listing a property really works and getting it exposed and attracting the buyer? That's what you're going to learn from the next 8 tips in this video. So let's go ahead and lead in with home staging actually changes season to season. Sometimes it might be thought of, oh, well, if we stage the home, it's going to be good for whatever, the whole 12-month cycle of the year. It's not exactly the case. You want to stage it to the season. You want to create the ambience inside of your house of what's going on for that season. If it's spring, we want to see some florals, we want to see some green, we want to see some bright colors. Summertime, especially when it's hotter outside, you want to have that relaxed, cool environment inside your home. So your colors should be lighter, warmer, friendlier. And going into the fall, then we have more of our oranges, more of our golds and browns, and we want to start seeing the season shift all the way through every quarter. Essentially every season we want to see different type of home staging to get your home exposed in the best light possible to resonate with the buyers at the current time of the market. It's something to think about. Now with home staging, you might be thinking, Andrew, I'm going to have to spend a fortune on home staging. Fortunately, that's not the case. And the reason being is if you choose traditional home staging, which is awesome, by the way, yes, you're going to spend a lot of money on that and it's going to be well worth it because it's going to help your home sell and sell for a higher price in a lot of cases. Now, there is an alternative to that called virtual staging. With a website like PadStyler, which is padstyler.com, you can actually have a vacant home or plug and play with virtual furniture, virtual furnishing, so you can change your home's look and feel throughout the year, throughout the season. Now, ideally, obviously, it's not going to take you a full year to get your home sold. Ideally, it's going to take maybe 2 weeks to 4 weeks in a hot seller's market to get your home sold. So it's important to get it right out of the gate and have everything done, ready to go before you list your home. Use sites like padstyler.com, referral link, and promo code down below. So the second thing is that people love a healthy lawn. So if you're listing your home in the spring or summer or early fall time when you can have a beautiful, lush green lawn, people love that. And more than that, they even love the smell. It's actually been found that people love the smell of a fresh cut lawn. So if you're planning on hosting an open house and that open house is going to be taking place on a weekend or no matter what day it's going to be taking place on, if you have a yard, get it mowed right before the open house. Have everything looking crisp and clean and let them smell that grass. Go ahead and water it real quick, just a little light water on top of it right after it's cut. It'll keep the grass blades from burning and it'll also provide a little bit more of a luscious smell to the grass. That will actually attract people, and people are going to say, I really like this home and I don't really know what it is, but my God, that green grass, it smells so good, and that's really what they're attracted to. It's one of those scents that people love. The third thing is that pricing strategy bands are really important, and this comes up a lot because people say, well, Andrew, my home is worth $355,000. I want $355,000 for my house. Sure, that makes a lot of sense. Now, have you considered that you might be omitting a segment of the market? As you know, when you go to any type of doing home research online like Zillow, Realtor, Trulia, all those big sites like that, they have pricing bands. So they might be looking, a prospective buyer might be looking at homes between like $325,000 and $350,000. So if you were at $355,000, you just omitted that segment of that band from the $325,000 to $350,000, and now you're in the band of the $350,000 to $375,000. Can you think of a way that you might be able to expose yourself to more buyers across the board and actually possibly get a higher price on your property? You got it right. Pricing your home at the $350,000 mark because it's close to that band, you go ahead and go to the $350,000 mark, and at the $350,000 mark, now you're exposing yourself between the $325,000 and $350,000 band and the $350,000 band and the $375,000 band. So that's another tip, and it's one of those pro tips that we use all the time with making sure that we understand how the internet is interpreting the information that we're putting out about your home to get it exposed to as many qualified and approved buyers as possible to generate the most offers for you so that you can have a choice of offers as opposed to just one and get your home sold as fast as possible. So now the fourth thing, this is really interesting. You can actually negotiate your listing agent's commission, but should you? And really think about that for a moment. Should you negotiate your listing agent's commission just because you can? Because what you're going to find is that different agents provide a different value. Just like on the Andrew Finney team, obviously we're repurposing the videos. We use them to assist our clients here locally in Las Vegas. You're watching this video right now, you're probably in a different state, and you're learning more about the truth about getting a home sold with these great 8 tips. So different agents provide a different value, different exposure, and different skill set. So whenever you're trying to look at what you're getting for the agent, you want to know whether you're getting a discounted service essentially. So if you have an agent that's not going to negotiate their commission with you, I want you to think about this. If you got an agent that's not prepared to negotiate firmly with you on their commission or stand firm on their commission, how firm are they going to stand when it comes to selling your home at the price that you guys have agreed upon to list it for? Think about that for a moment. I'll repeat it again. If the agent will not negotiate their own value with you and stand firm in their value that they provide to you, the seller, how well do you believe that agent is going to stand firm and help you get the value for your home that it's worth? Think about that. So that goes back to, should you really negotiate that commission? It's up to you. Okay, the 5th thing is black holes do exist in real estate listings. So a black hole in real estate listings are pretty interesting. Generally, whenever you go on the market, your first 5 weeks are the strongest and most likely time that if you're home and you've done everything well with preparing your home, staging your home, and getting everything right prior to going onto the market, your home should be selling in 1 to 5 weeks. If it's not, it kind of fades into like a black hole of sorts, where it's just lingering there, and now people are wondering, well, was it really overpriced? What's wrong with the home? It didn't go under contract, it's not already sold, and people start questioning what's going on. The other black hole is being careful of listing homes going into holiday weekends. Sometimes that seems like a really good idea, but take like July 4th or take Memorial Day, for example, where people traditionally are going out of the city, going out of the area to be with family and friends to celebrate the holidays. What happens then? You expose your home on going into, let's say, a Friday. Let's say that the holiday was on Saturday or Sunday or something, and you go into putting your home on the market Friday or Saturday thinking, oh, I'm going to get a lot of exposure because it's a holiday weekend. That can be a double-edged sword. It can go one of two ways. But if you're in your city, you get a lot of people that are going out of town for visiting family and stuff. It's probably not going to be nearly as likely as if you wait to the tail end of that holiday season. So maybe the day after, or the day after the actual holiday. So like July 5th or maybe July 6th. Would have been a better idea to list it so that people are getting back, and now they're getting back into the groove, and they're starting to look at homes again. Because to think about this for a moment, and we're all people, right? So what do you do during a holiday weekend? Is looking at homes on your agenda? I mean, honestly? Or is it having a good time and enjoying the company of your family and friends, right? Everyone has priorities, everybody needs a rest, everybody needs a recharge, so consider that whenever you're considering listing timing. The 6th thing is over-exaggerations and exaggerations in the listing details actually only disappoint prospective buyers, and it puts out a negative energy. So people that are like fudging on the age or a photo, or trying to take it in a certain way that's not true to form, isn't really doing anything. I mean, consider it like Match.com. One of my favorite analogies. Consider it like Match.com. If you saw a really attractive person on there, right? They look really attractive, then you met them in person, and they weren't so attractive. Were you happy with that experience? Are you likely to continue dating them or seeing them because they weren't true to form to their picture? Probably not. Because you're going to already feel like you were being deceived, and now it's going to make you wonder what else is going on with them, right? Same thing about your house. Don't be deceptive in your pictures. Showcase your house for what it is. And first of all, make sure that you're doing everything you can to put your home in the best light as possible, because just like Match.com, we're essentially asking a buyer to marry a 30-year mortgage to purchase your home. With that in mind, let's make sure that we put the best foot forward for your home to attract as many buyers as possible and help them be happy in their life together and help your home sell at the same time. The 7th thing is a listing cannot sit for a very long amount of time. If it does, it starts losing interest. As I said a few moments ago, the first 5 weeks of a new listing is the critical time for a listing. The first 5 weeks is when everything should be done. Everything should be getting ready to go into escrow, or go into escrow and begin the closing process within that first 5 weeks. If it's not, then we have a problem. Because now we're going to be looking at having to take different forms of marketing angles and get it done, because the longer a listing sits, the less likely it is to attract as many buyers as it was. When you first put your home on the market, and you've probably noticed this if this has ever happened to you, where you put your home on the market, you get bombarded with showings for like the first 1 to 3 weeks, or maybe 1 to 5 weeks, where you're getting just bombarded with showings. It's like everybody and their mother wants to see your home, right? And then what happens after that 5 weeks if you haven't sold yet? It just starts waning, and going slower and slower and slower. So consider a smart pricing strategy with your listing agent that's going to negotiate their value, so you know they're upholding your value that you want for your home, and you guys are working in concert together with what is actually fair market value, because that'll also help. Combining that with the seasonal staging tips, combining that with the picture tactics, band tactics, and other tactics to get homes sold, your home will sell. It may come as a surprise to you, but even in a seller's market, about a third of all homes that come on the market won't sell, even in a strong seller's market. So make sure that you're doing everything that you can to do everything right up front before you go on the market, okay? So the 8th thing is, hey, guess what? In different areas of the country, there is a home buying month. You know, there are times of the year where you actually see more buyers in the market than others, and there are times of the season where you actually see homes selling for more. So get with your trusted real estate advisor in your local marketplace to figure out what month that is. As a national average, it seems to be the month of June, where you typically have 29% more buyers out in the market, and also homes that are selling for a higher price because of the competition. Something to consider, something to think about. Now it's your turn. Tell me which one of these 8 points you got the most value out of today, or that you learned something new that you're going to put to use right away. Share your savvy home selling tips with us in the comment section below. Looking forward to reading those, and looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my contact information up. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to say hi, let me know. Love to hear from you. If you haven't already done so, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. And number 3, please share this video around with someone you know is going to be able to help. In between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Enjoy a wonderful day.